All right, good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone has been having a prosperous trading day so far today on this Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. So currently it's 3:53. Of course, the market is slowing down a bit, but I wanted to take a look in and give you some insight as to what I'm seeing and my own analysis of the market as I see it. And first thing I'll tell you is I'm not trying to give anybody any type of financial advice or anything like that. And keep in mind that trading is a risk. But we can minimize that risk by doing good analysis and understanding what's going on in the market. So I'm going to try to help you out with some of that. As time goes by, I'll continue to provide some feedback and information based off of how I do my analysis, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm not always 100% on point, but I do try to analyze the market with the tools that I have to the best of my ability. So, first things first, I want to just update you all and see if you all had a chance to get into that move from the last video that I talked about. So what ended up happening in that last move was this one right here. So we were looking for price to make its move as it rejected at this level right here. If you look at yesterday's video, you'll see that it did reject this level. I had my order in. I'll show you what it looks like on my MetaTrader here in a second. And then uh, did that pullback into this area. So it never made it back to retest this support as resistance, which is fine. Or what have you, because I wasn't targeting. My target wasn't there to that area anyway. My take profit target was just shy of that, pretty much where basically it did end up retracing back. So it bounced off of where my target actually was and came back for the continuation of the down move. So you had your impulse, you had your corrective wave real quick. It did its thing, rejected off that area, and did a continuation into the impulse move at the time. So let's take a look. I'll show you real quick. I was able to capitalize off of that. So if you can see my little MetaTrader here, I did take a screenshot of it. It was 12:06 in the morning. I was able to get up and check on my orders that I had in from yesterday to see what they were doing. And of course, I wasn't surprised because this is what I had analyzed and this is what was playing out at 12:06 in the morning. Some pretty good profits there. Each one of these, I had a lot size of 1.10. This was roughly five buy orders I had right here, sitting right here, and this was my TP. So not bad, not a bad call out for that particular trade. Again, I do hope some of you were able to capitalize off of that as well, as I did call it out in the video from yesterday. Again, we trade what we see, not what we think. And this is just what I was seeing in the market. This just looked like a good trade to take to me, just based off of what price was doing at the time. All right, so let me give you what I'm looking at for right now. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go split screen because I want you to see something. So obviously this is the 4 hour chart. A couple of things I want you to see here just before I go and give you some confirmations and stuff. So if you look again on my order flow analysis here, we are noticing some divergence here. This is basically meaning that price, something isn't adding up with what price is doing with the volume and the price movement right now. So that's why you're seeing this yellow divergence indication right here. So basically what's happening is we have more sell volume, right, as indicated right here, and you can see it on our footprint chart right here, right? We actually have more sell volume, but we're green. We're green. We're bullish. We're bullish. So obviously some huge divergence going on there. Now, again, for those of you that's been in trading a little bit and you know a little bit about a little bit, right? then you know that when you start to see divergence at certain at key levels and things like that, that those are good. Those are signs that something is happening in the market, right? And you'll get your confirmations and things like that. Now, I will tell you, I do have an order and I do have a buy order, and so as I'm talking to you, I want you to know I already put my buy order in, but I'm about to show you why, what analysis led to me putting that buy order in. For right now. So, all right, we're gonna do split screen because we don't want to refresh and lose any of our information right here. Oh, and as you can see, the tick chart is indicating lots of buy volume starting to step into the market right now. So even though currently this is a 4 hour candle, this is inside that 4 hour candle, and I refresh, so it doesn't look the way it probably should look. So this level right here is distorted, just based off of me closing out my computer and opening it back up and refreshing. So the market is trying to catch up, but this movement, these two up movements have happened since I've had this open for the time being. So as you can see though, the buy volume is starting to outweigh the sell volume. So buyers are stepping in. And then so the price is continuing to move up. But let's take a look at it. I want you to see it though on the lower time frames to give you some confirmation and insight, right? So this is what it looks like on the 15 minute. So looking at it right here on the 15 minute, we see we have this rejection wick of this price level right here, right? So basically price failed to break through this price level ever since we got this rejection. It came back, it made a good move back a few minutes ago. Looks like about 45 minutes ago or so. But again, push right back up. So price is pretty much consolidating in this area right here. Um, and so as you can see, obviously, at the moment, it looks like price doesn't want to break this lower level right here. So let's take a look at the 1 hour and see what we're seeing here. Pretty much the same story, right? Prices, came to this level a few times, and again has failed to break this level right here. So this particular support level is holding up, and price is continuing to rise at the moment. That's what we're seeing in the market at the moment. We trade what we see, we analyze what we see, and not what we think, right? That'll keep you on the right side of the market more often than not. All right, so looking at trade setups. All right, so let's go back to our 4 hour chart here. So we're going to take this off. I hope everybody got that. So looking at our 4 hour here, right? So what I ended up doing, I went on and opened up my Elliott wave indicator here. And as you can see, basically we got a completion of the entire Elliott wave sequence as we see it right now. So I know a lot of you may not be familiar with Elliott wave, but basically you get a 5 wave sequence and then you get a corrective ABC pattern, which is basically against the overall trend. So the ABC pattern is the corrective wave or movement against the overall impulsive trend, right? So we completed the 5 wave portion, and then we got the correction with the ABC. So basically, what should be happening, what the market is telling us now on this 4 hour chart, as we're rejecting at this level, and we just checked it on the lower time frames, as we're rejecting off this level, is that the market is now more than likely for GJ is more than likely about to go back into the overall bullish movement or what have you. So we're possibly looking at an impulse to the upside. And for those that are familiar with Elliott wave, the first wave, you never know. It's kind of hard to call. That first wave is kind of hard to call. What we could end up seeing for a little bit is we could see some consolidation before we get that break to the upside. So not to say that it's about to break out to the upside right now, and we're about to catch all of these good pips going on. It may not do that. Again, we can't predict what the market is going to do. What we do know is that the market has not broke past this level right here. It has not broke past this lower support level. So for all intents and purposes, right, that is a good indication that this down move again, or this corrective pattern may be over. It may be over for the time being, and we may be going back into the up move, right? So that's what we're looking for right now. Like I said, I do have an order in. I have a buy order in. So we'll see if price continues its up movement. We'll see if it consolidates before breaking to the upside for a good push, a good push bullish upwards, or we'll see if it decides to break back, and a bearish posture. But right now, I'm looking for it to be bullish. I'm looking for it to be bullish for the near future. Whether it decides to range and consolidate or not, we may be looking to get a good move to the upside. So other confirmations. So again, looking at our footprint chart here, looking in this 4 hour candle, we see that buyers are starting to step in. And so demand is starting to outweigh supply at the moment. That's what we're seeing. At the moment, we have more buy volume coming into the market than we have sell volume. So that's another thing to keep an eye on. That's another piece of the confirmation there. Another thing that I look at, and again, some of this stuff that you may not understand, I'll explain in videos to come. But something else that I'm looking at as far as confirmations, as I've been looking at the market throughout the day, JPY, the Japanese yen, has actually decreased in strength. So that's indicated by this number right here. So the change percentage this morning was positive and it started turning negative throughout the day, and got really, really negative, as you can see here. Now, GBP, it's been negative all day. The change percentage has been outrageous the entire day. However, though, as you see, JPY's change percentage increasing. The British pound's change percentage hasn't really moved so much. It's been crazy like this the entire day. But for us to get that big move, though, for us to get that big move to the upside, you want to actually see the two of these basically, again, the further apart they are. So right now they're pretty far apart, which is why you got the big down moves throughout the day, right? Or what have you. They're pretty far apart as far as the change rates. Both of them in a negative, but JPY seems to be holding on a little bit better than the British pound at the moment. So what we're looking to see also as additional confirmation is for JPY to remain in the red, or the change percentage to continue to increase, and for the change percentage for the British pound to decrease, and or increase in the green, basically is what you're looking for. The further apart the change percentages are between the two of these national currencies, the bigger the moves are going to be. The closer they are in change percentage, the smaller the moves are going to be, and the more you're going to see the ranging. Now, again, obviously, both of them in a negative. I just want to make sure I drive this point home. Both are in a negative, but the change percentage for the British pound right now is a lot greater than the change percentage in the Japanese yen. So that's why you have overall the Japanese yen has won the battle for the day between the two currencies. Again, additional confirmations to kind of confirm where we are in the market. But like I said, as I've been looking at the market throughout the day, I have noticed that the Japanese yen's change percentage has increased greatly in a negative manner throughout the day. So that's another indication to me that we could start to have a change in momentum between the two currencies. So that's there's more to come there. So as I continue to see that play out, I will keep you all updated. So for right now, this is the current analysis for the market. Again, we're not trying to predict anything, but what we are doing, we are looking at some facts, looking at what is going on in the market. That's your price action, action, right? Exactly what's going on in the market right now. What are we seeing? What did we see 30 minutes ago? What did we see an hour ago? What did we see 15 minutes ago, right? These are all current events, current things, current price action, right? Or whatnot, what's going on in the market right now. And so, again, I hope this is helpful to someone. If you have any questions, feel free, as always, to put them in the group, and I will do my best to answer and clarify anything that may not make any sense. As always, I wish everyone continued success and prosperous trading. Thank you.